My dear viewers, welcome to Mr.BUGHIO's YouTube Academy. My viewers, as you know, we have started English grammar, basic English grammar. Well, we have completed few parts of speech. We have completed noun, pronoun, adjective, and adverb. And we are now going to do punctuation. In punctuation, we have already done full stop. And today, few rules of comma we are going to discuss. So let's move to the board and try to understand the rules of comma. Let's see. First rule says, use commas to separate independent clause when they are joined by any seven coordinating. What seven? Seven coordinating conjunctions. Which are they? And, but, for, or, nor, so, yet. In other words, in abbreviation, we call them as a fan points. So what it says, use of comma to separate the independent clause when they are joined by seven coordinating conjunctions. See the example. The class was over, but the students refused to leave a class. So here we have used the word but. It says when they are joined by coordinating conjunction. Separate independent clause. The students refuse to leave class is independent clause. So separating it, we are using but. Second example, the teacher explained her question, yet the students still did not seem to understand. The teacher explained her question in the clause. To separate it, we are using yet here. Yet is a coordinating conjunction. Number third rule, the day before yesterday was my son's birthday. So I took him out to dinner. So again, I took him out to dinner is just only independent clause. Separating it, we are using here so. And we are using here what? Comma. Again, we are using here comma. We are using here again comma. So when comma will be used, these words you have to keep in mind. They are called as a fan points. See the number 4 example. He had to stay with his stepmother for, again, comma, and for, he had nowhere else to go. He had to stay with his mother, his stepmother, is an independent clause. Separating it, we are using comma, and then we are using for here. For is also used as a, just only the part of the fan points. Moving to rule number 2, it says, use commas after introductory clauses, phrases, or words they come before the main clause. Now these are certain words, the clauses and the phrases, when they are used as introductory, we are supposed to separate them with a comma. See which words will be used, like after, although, as, because, if, since, when, and why. Other words could also be. If they are used as the introductory clause. See the example. While he was going, again, while he was going is introductory clause. And we are using here comma. While he was going, comma, he saw one-eyed boy. See the example number 2. Because his bike was out of order, again, introductory clause. And then separating it with a comma. He left for school on foot. Number 3rd example. If you are dissatisfied, again it is called the clause, introductory clause. You ought to see a teacher. So in this way, 2 rules we have done how to use comma. There are many other rules we will discuss in other videos. So far so good. Thank you very much. Welcome to Mr.BUGHIO's YouTube Academy. My dear viewers, we have completed 2 rules of using comma, and today we are going to talk about few more rules of comma. If you understand the punctuation in a proper way, your writing would be one of the best writing then. Let's move and talk to rest of other rules of comma. It's a third rule. It says the comma is used to separate one element from the rest of the sentence. It separates the one element from the rest of the sentence. See the example. They are writing, comma, but unprepared. Again, this part and this part, they are being separated. He who got the prize was INLE. Again, he, comma, who got the prize, again, comma, was INLE. The day, comma, I went to Islamabad, comma, was Monday. Again, the day I went to Islamabad, here it should not be, here it should be, was Monday. Number 4, the doll that was lost. Again, the doll, comma here and comma here. It separates. The doll that was lost belonged to my daughter. So in this way, we can use comma. Moving to the 4th rule of comma. It says, the comma is used to separate items in a series. In a series, when we separate each item, we can separate with comma. See the example. He bought pencils, comma, rubbers, comma, scales, and notebooks. In American English, even here you can also put comma, but in British, you are not supposed to use it. Number 2nd example, March, comma, April and May were difficult months for COVID-19. Again, March, comma, April and May, the last 2 are there. So here and is here. In British, we cannot use it. Number 3rd, he is serious, comma, consistent. Another, and confident in his work. We are separating each quality. In this way, we can use comma. Moving to rule number 5th. It says, the comma is used to address the people, directly calling their names or titles. When we address somebody, we make them pay attention to us, then we are supposed to use comma in writing. For example, mother, comma, I want food. Second, Ayan, you have to study. Doctor, comma. Well, we have completed few rules of comma, and today a few more we are going to discuss with you. I told you punctuation is very much important. So in punctuation, comma plays a very vital role. Few rules we have done today. We are going to talk about rule number 6, 7 and 8. So let's pay attention. Number 6 rule says, the comma is used to separate contradictory element from the sentence. Now contradictory elements means some opposite sentence would be. The opposite words would be. You have to separate them by using comma. See the example. His birthday was on Monday, comma, and not on Sunday. So this statement is contradicting this statement. See another example. Ayan is entitled to receive the award, comma, and not Asim. So here, Ayan, not Asim.